Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. Here, it's Mac. So once again, it is the whole gameplay commentary video here of Terminator Resistance. So we're about, my guess here, about either close to or roughly about 3/4 done on this video here. Alright, we got something special lined up, so let's go ahead and kick this off. Dr. Mack has proven himself to be erratic and manipulative, but Connor claims that he has the knowledge that will help us use Skynet's newest plasma rifles. I only hope he's doing the right thing by trusting him. Don't worry, in the long run, it's all going to be paying off, and yes, John Connor is going about the right, absolute perfect movement to do this. Okay, so everyone, this video here it did take a bit of a long time, a bit of a while to try and put this all together, because not only am I giving off the whole type of vocal kind of little commentary on this, I'm also pretty much doing all the editing and putting a lot of effort into producing this, because I wanted to try and make something really kind of cool, interesting, and epic out of this. So with this video here is not only going to be just about the whole type of gameplay with the whole shooting action towards Terminators. I also have a little something that's going to be rather very interesting, very interesting, kind of mystifying, and it's going to be gravitating much more of the attention, so to speak. It's going to be very different and special. That's all I'm going to say about that, because the way I had designed it, it will be. So let's go on ahead. Okay. So we are in this old shelter here, and we're in the shelter where Dr. Edwin Mack is, and he's the same guy that's going to be unlocking, and it's kind of like unlocking and reprogramming the new type of plasma weapons that we can use against Skynet. And there's going to be more further in depth into that. But that part, we're going to be discussing that with Dr. Mack himself. Pardon me. Alright, let's go. By the way, just to let you know here that, like I said, there's not only going to be some, good deal amount of gameplay action, but there's also going to be a lot of, whole part of, Jacob interacting with, obviously with Dr. Mack and a lot of people back at Jessica Barron's shelter. And it's all going to be, everything that I'm about to expose to you on the whole gameplay film, it's all going to be, all of it is going to be connecting. To those of you who have played this before, you know what I'm talking about. To those who haven't, again, this is all going to connect. It's going to have a lot of logical connections. Here we go.
I know it looks tempting, but please do not destroy that plasma container. It powers this whole laboratory.
That part, he's referring to that right there. But I don't think I can pull out a weapon and fire at that thing. I'm sure other people would be very tempted to do so. I'm just like, nah, I'm not going to really focus on that. Here we go. And the man that we had been so-called longing for to finally meet in person, yes, this man right here, Dr. Edwin Mack. Another one of those type of lab scientist guys that's like the same thing as Alvin. But the thing is, I think this guy right here is much more further in depth, more technologically inclined in order to kind of remodify and program and do a lot of technological work more further in depth than Alvin is. But we'll get into that further in depth later on. So this is Dr. Mack. Yes, we finally get a chance to meet him for the first time. To Jacob's perspective, the first time. Here we go.
Sorry for making you run around like that. But because of the recent increase in Terminator patrols, I couldn't get to that Spider Scout myself. Can I see it? Thank you. I have a gift as a token of my appreciation. While you were out looking for my Spider Scout, I used some leftover parts to make a new radio for you. I've been picking up your signal for a while now, and I imagine that Skynet has as well. So, I've made it harder to decipher. You won't have to worry about them eavesdropping.
You've been listening, so you know why I'm here.
Yes. Now, let me see that gun. What a beauty. I've got to tell you, if Skynet wasn't so gung-ho about killing everything... What's interesting about it is that the matter inside is far more condensed. That way, it releases more energy on discharge, dealing much more damage. And also, its plasma blast is violent, so that's different.
Can you bypass the encryption lockout so we can use it? Alvin couldn't.
Alvin couldn't bypass an egg timer if his life depended on it. I'll do it, but it's not that simple. First, you'll have to bring me Skynet's latest security codes.
Security codes?
They will allow us to access Skynet's mainframe. But they change them regularly, so I need you to connect to any HK unit and download the newest security codes. To do that, you'll need my code reader. When I was excused from the shelter, they made me leave all my equipment behind. Alvin should have my code reader.
Okay, is that everything?
As far as the security codes go, yes.
Then I'm moving out.
Actually, I've got a question about that infiltrator that you have there. Is it intact? Or more specifically, its neural net CPU? I've been hacking Skynet's units and I'm noticing similarities in their patterns. I think I'm ready to reprogram the CPU from that infiltrator. It's more powerful than any other.
Should I ask Baron about that too?
No, she can't know about it. She would not approve. I know how this sounds, but you need to steal it for me.
What?
I'm the only one that can reprogram that chip. For some reason, Skynet has started to learn at a geometric rate. We need to prepare ourselves for whatever's coming, and I believe that having an infiltrator on our side will give us the advantage. Just think about it.
Commander.
Rivers, what's the status?
Mack's alive. He will help us, but he needs a device he left at the shelter.
All right, we can do that. Report to me when you get back.
Over and out.
All right then. Well, this guy has a pretty interesting type of cool, techie, kick-ass type of a setup here going on. Can you imagine this guy here doing a lot of doing a lot of streaming on Twitch or something like that, provided that Skynet didn't wipe out the internet and whatever? Anywho, now since we're done with, Now since we're done with this guy right here, with Dr. Mack, now that Jacob has officially been done already of making first contact with Dr. Edwin Mack, this guy right here. Now that he's done, I'm sure that all of you still recall this guy right here.
Not for you. For him. He's essential to winning this war. Skynet knows that. That's why they've been following him for months. I have to make sure nothing happens to him. In a couple of minutes, an infiltrator will walk in here trying to kill him. I can't let that happen. We have to bury that Terminator here once and for all.
Yep. You'll be encountering him again outside. I don't know if it's directly, like, once you do leave Max here, his shelter, or if you're just outside of the defense perimeter of Jessica Barron's shelter, anywhere between nearby point A or nearby point B. Either way, you're going to encounter him again, and you're going to be meeting him outside. And just to be a bit more technical, you're going to be meeting the future Jacob, the stranger, outside for the second last time. There's going to be a very, very last time that you'll see him again, but it's not going to be, you know, once you leave this shelter, that's going to be the last time. It's going to be the second last time. So we're going to go ahead and just leave Mac here to deal with his computer work. Like I said, it'd be kind of cool and funny to see him on, you know, streaming on Twitch or something like that. Actually reminds me, I've never done that personally before, but I need more time in life just to even try that out. Anywho. Alright then now. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. He's got a bit of a cool, funky ass kind of a setup here going on. Oh, that's where his spider is. Huh. I guess he reverse engineers and studies these T-800s as well. Not bad. Not bad at all. Already getting ahead of Alvin on this one. Like I said, not bad. Pretty impressive. Alright, time to get going here. Travel to the resistance shelter. So that's going to tell me that once again, Jacob is going to encounter his future self just outside of the shelter's defense perimeter. Here we go. If we want Dr. Mack to help us, we'll need to get him Skynet's newest security codes. The only way to get them is by connecting to any HK unit with a code reader, a special device that Dr. Mack left at the shelter. Oh, a code reader. I knew what the hell that something like that was called. Well, we need a code reader. We do need, I believe it's a code reader, and then I don't know if there was something else that that Mac needs. A code reader, maybe another item. I can't recall at the top of my head, but a code reader for sure. Maybe another item, but we'll see. And that's when he'll need to get those codes. Okay. And here we go.
I have to say, you're doing quite well without my help. What are you doing here? You have to get the ones you care about to leave the shelter. They'll be in great danger if you don't do what I say. But remember, Jacob, that has to stay between us. Why? Because things need to play out the way they're supposed to, that's why. I have been here from the beginning. Each of your friends already knows the reason they need to leave. You just have to remind them.
And he is very much true, because from an alternate future of where the future Jacob was from the stranger, yes, he's right, he's pretty much has been there from the very beginning, quite literally ever since from when I believe his Pacific Division was wiped out by Skynet in Pasadena.
Come on, come on. Where are the others? Where's the rest of the resistance?
I don't know.
Ah! No! No, no!
All the way towards that whole point where the human resistance was finally taking down Skynet by destroying or smashing Skynet's defense grid, and pretty much, taking Skynet down and pretty much taking the whole war against the machines to a closing end, like in this scene here.
PDE just went online. I repeat, PDE just went online. Rivers, there's no stopping now.
Silverfish! Take cover!
It's happening. Skynet's starting to send Terminators back.
Suppressive fire!
The first Terminator just went through. Another one!
Almost there!
The third Terminator has been sent. I repeat, the third Terminator has been sent.
Rockets! They're heading this way! Ah!
So, the stranger, as in the future Jacob, from an alternate timeline, from that alternate future of which he came from, to watch over and, look after his past self and try and make sure everything goes right. Yes, he's been through it all. He knows the type of terrible horseshit that's going to go on, and I'm pretty sure he wants to be able to put things right that once went wrong. As for Jacob wanting to tell Commander Barron about all of this information...
Can I tell Commander Barron? No, she won't allow it. Then she will start to question you and keep you away from your missions. That cannot happen.
Well, you could ask him who he is. He's not going to tell you just yet. But like I mentioned before plenty of times in my previous type of videos which I've already had produced, once again, the future Jacob from an alternate timeline, which is himself.
Who the hell are you? That, I can't tell you. It could change the choices that you make in the future, and we can't have that. So whatever happens, you can't know my identity. Not yet, at least.
Okay. Here's one of those types of very emphatic, critical objectives you will need to look into. Do you know anything about the Infiltrator CPU?
Do you know anything about a CPU that Mack wants me to steal? I do. If hacked, we could take over an Infiltrator. Dr. Mack is capable of doing that. I'm not so sure if Alvin can. I think you should steal it.
I think I'm more confused than I was before.
Just stay focused. We'll see each other soon.
Alright then. So, now that Jacob is back at Jessica Barron's shelter, which she's in command of. Yep, he is back. And you can see those TechCom soldiers way in the distance over there. And he's now within the whole TechCom defense perimeter right here, as you can tell. And here's the whole exit and the entryway. Okay, so now for what I'm about to discuss here, this is going to be one of those, like this part of this whole gameplay here on this video here, it's going to be one of those highly utmost emphatic critical key points within this time here that Jacob is going to have to be able to do some, some great changes for the better. This is the key moments in time that, that he's in that moment right now that he's going to be changing a lot of things, and it's going to work out and he's going to have to make sure that it all works out for the better. Now, the reason why I say that is because now, not on the next mission that he's about to go on to, but it's going to be the mission after that. The mission after that, that things are going to be taking the whole type of turning twist, and that also it's going to depend upon how in this critical moment right now on how Jacob is going to be preparing things and changing things. This is where Jacob is going to have to do this. Okay, so now any kind of changes within this video right now prior to the whole part of Jacob going down towards that shelter and mingling with a whole bunch of people, including the ones that he knows quite well. There's going to be a few types of people, like there's going to be a few types of people that he's going to change their lives for the better. He's going to be changing their lives. He's going to be changing their pathway into the future for the better. Again, this is the reason why in the now, where Jacob is right now, he's going to be making some alternate, anywhere between some minor to major alternate changes. And it's all going to be working out for the better. This is where the whole connection comes into this. Okay, first of all here, when it comes to making any kind of minor changes for the better, some of the first things that he will be doing is, well, let's just put it this way. The first type of people in this video here, he's going to be making the whole type of persuasion and changes for the better here. I'm pretty sure we all know that medical practitioner Erin.
Sometimes I think I should drop everything and go. I would get an earful from Baron, but she's nothing I can't handle.
And that engine mechanic in the so-called, in my perspective anyways, the whole Lethal Weapon character, Sergeant Roger Murtaugh / Danny Glover lookalike Ryan.
She won't let me cherry-pick my own responsibilities, you know that. She'll throw me right out of here if she finds out.
To change anybody's lives, Erin is going to be the first person you're going to be changing history for. Ryan is going to be second. So once Jacob is going to be down there doing that, and he's going to be receiving some new additional type of orders from Jessica Barron and coordinating any type of equipment activity with Alvin and such, and so on, right? Why he's gonna be doing that? That's when, and getting himself prepared and everything here. Those two's lives will be changed, and there will be that item that you're gonna have to scoff and steal. So now, just kind of make also like some more type of info gonna be exposing here. Well, you know something, before I do kind of face this way here, before I do that, technically I should be facing over here, and the reason why for that is because pretty much directly after you do alter and change things for the better by changing two people's lives and stealing something, you're going to be going on the next mission you'll be going on, and I will get into that a little bit. But once you go on the next mission, get that done, and then you go back to Dr. Mack, and then you'll come back here onto like onto that whole onto a separate mission that's directly after the next one that's coming up here. Pretty much what's going to happen is that during this whole time period, that this is going to be the right here, this whole moment in time, that Jacob, Baron, and their TechCom forces will inevitably prime themselves and gear themselves up to prepare to create like a full frontal type of an invasion onto one of Skynet's outposts, where the central core is. The central core is like the main type of objective that primarily powers Skynet.
30 years ago, the machines decided to wipe out all of humanity because they feared that we were a threat to their existence. Today, we make their fear come true. Sergeant Rivers, you were requested by John Connor to lead the Alpha Team. You will be responsible for carrying out the attack on the location of Skynet's central core. We will create a diversion to lure out any HK aerials patrolling the area. That should give you some time to breathe. Taking out Skynet's ground forces, that's on you. Remember, the goal is to destroy Skynet's central core, at whatever cost. Good luck out there. Dismissed.
After Jacob and his fellow TechCom forces gear up and prepare themselves for the whole full frontal type of attack, and as Jessica Barron already gives off her soldiers a whole full type of briefing as to what they're preparing, what they're gonna be doing and such, that's when they're all going to exit out this pathway here, and that's when Jacob and along with like a squad or a platoon of TechCom soldiers, they begin their invasion onto Skynet's territory and its outpost to make the attempt to destroy the central core.
Now stay focused.
Nice shot!
Keep pushing forward!
Medals!
Incoming! Suppressing fire! T-47 destroyed! Aerial! Rocket! Another one! Aerial is going down!
But prior to commencing that invasion on that outpost, you will require Skynet's special codes and that whole code reader kind of device just to use Skynet's weapons against it and its Terminator machines.
I've got the codes.
All right, then let's get right to it. Please insert stolen security codes now. Strike a key when ready. And it's done. Like they say, easy money.
That's it?
With the proper equipment, it only takes a moment. We can fight Skynet with our own weapons. I believe that goes for that infiltrator as well. The first prototype just came out a couple of days ago. I've already sent all the blueprints and access codes to Connor. Grab that plasma behind you, and go see Baron.
But having said that, that won't be for a bit of a while yet. And by the way, as to get those type of codes, that is going to be your next mission to do that. And of course, that next mission is going to allow you to use Skynet's weapons against it, and that's like, I believe, like the third or the second, or like the third mission away. I think the third or second mission away from the whole ending. Like I said, that won't be for like just a wee little bit yet. Anyway. So that's going to mention that while, you know, Jacob and the TechCom forces are trying to locate the central core within Skynet's outpost to destroy it, Skynet will start an invasion of its own by sending like a squad or like a platoon of Terminator machines down into this shelter right here, way down there, and pretty much the best way I can try to describe it, to those who have played this, you know what I'm talking about. To those who have not, those Terminator machines, including some of the Terminator infiltrators, they will wipe about, the top-notch guess I can make is 99.9% or 99.9 or like 90, damn the hell, 99.5% of all of the human beings in that below part of the shelter in here. yes, unfortunately, that's going to inevitably happen. Unfortunately, it's gonna kind of bite a lot of hardcore ass, but at the same time, unfortunately, that Skynet's little separate invasion is going to inevitably happen. Hence why this is, like I said before, this is going to be the so-called, the huge, emphatic, critical moment in time is where Jacob's going to have to change things. Like I said, it's going to be for the better. This is where he's going to have to try and put right, of which in the future Jacob, the stranger's perspective from an alternate timeline that once had gone wrong before. Alright, let's go.
It's quiet. You know, quiet's good. Quiet means we're not getting shot at.
Don't really hold your breath on that, guys. By the way, so once again, as I mentioned before... okay. So once again, like I mentioned before, if I have to, you know, I'm going to be doing a lot of editing on this, so if I happen to kind of cut the video short on some part of the scenes here, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, try and make a two-parter or something like that. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. Anyway.
Rivers, DN 46890.
Welcome back, Sergeant.
Yep, I'm gonna feel sorry for these guys. Damn it, the hell, I can't talk right. I was gonna say, including this little poochie right here. Because we all know what's going to inevitably happen. What? What the hell is the point of having this clipboard here if Jacob can't sign his name or something like that? I don't get that. Cute dog. Anyway. Alright. I should be meeting up with Erin like almost right away here. See? There she is right there. Hopefully I can get to this quartermaster guy before she comes to me. There we go.
Do you need anything?
Can I see your hardware?
Okay, time to now start selling some shit off here. Not gonna really need that. See, when it happens, you can pick up ammunition, like something like this, including this shotgun right here. Again, it's all revenue. You can sell it off, which is pretty nice and sweet. Adds a nice little type of bonus into things, right? Oh, by the way, now since I'm using this type of violet, type of Skynet Plasma V96, that means I can now be able to get rid of... That was... Oh, I must have sold that. Okay. Or I must have dropped it or something. You know something? That's fine because I've got this one right here and I can sell it off. And look how much room I got, which is pretty sweet. Now I'm trying to think here if I'm gonna be needing anything exactly. Pretty sure I won't, but huge guess, probably not. It's going to cost 4,000. My first thought was, of course it is. That's not much of a surprise. Okay, those pipe bombs, I don't think... I'm probably not going to really be using that. I don't think right now anyways. I'll just round this up. There we go. Laser guided missiles. What the hell, hey? Add 5 more. Because I'm pretty confidently sure I'm going to be needing those. I'll just round it up to that. And hopefully I'm going to be okay. This, why not? I'll take. Whatever. And I'm thinking so far that should be good. Okay, I'm just gonna check something real quick. Okay. What the hell? That's just strange. I should have been able to have sold this thing. Okay, I got my little rail plasma. It's like a sniper rifle. Plasma minigun. Laser guided missile. Yeah, I should be good. Yeah, I got that. How come I can't get rid of that? That's really strange.
Do you need anything?
Can I see your hardware?
Okay, there it is, the damn thing. Now, boom. Done. Now, according to my whole little weaponry specifications, I've got it exactly the way I need it, because I technically just need those and that's it. Besides, I like the whole part of when you're carrying like a plasma rifle, you can keep on shooting until until the whole weapon needs to vent out. Then you can just let it cool for a couple seconds and keep on going, as opposed to changing a clip. I don't know which one's faster, but I kind of like the whole convenient part of just venting the weapon out and then letting it cool, then go ahead and using it again. Oh. There we go. There we go. A second here. Alright. Now, here we go, along with the whole so-called minor and major type of important stuff. Here we are, and here we go. There's Erin. Here we go.
Hey, Jacob. Did you see Jennifer on your way here?
Isn't she here?
She hasn't come back yet, but I'm sure she's fine. About Hollywood Hills. How did it go?
I've been to Hollywood Hills and found your old house.
Did you?
Okay. Now, here is the whole so-called critical, highly emphatic moment in time in the now. Now that we are face to face with Erin, I'm sure you do recall that first warning by, the future Jacob, the stranger, when you just arrived and you're around the area of Hollywood Hills.
Jacob, are you receiving me?
You're alive!
No time for that. Do whatever it takes to get everyone out of that shelter. Do you understand? They're not safe there.
What? Why? God damn it! What does he mean? Get everyone out of the shelter?
And that second warning by the future Jacob, the stranger, again. This time, he lays down the warning onto the current Jacob pretty damn thick as to what you do need to do and why.
You have to get the ones you care about to leave the shelter. They'll be in great danger if you don't do what I say. But remember, Jacob, that has to stay between us. Why? Because things need to play out the way they're supposed to, that's why. I have been here from the beginning. Each of your friends already knows the reason they need to leave. You just have to remind them.
So, at this critical moment, you need to change her path and change her history, as I mentioned before, for the better. This is the part where, for current Jacob, you have to be able to put right into the future Jacob's perspective that once went wrong. Because if you tell her the truth, which, as you can see, I just put down here, your husband is dead, persuade Erin to stay. If you tell her the truth and let her stay while Jacob and the TechCom forces are out, and Skynet's Terminator machines do come into this shelter here and wipe everyone out, this is gonna be the great unfortunate and highly saddening type of catastrophic results and the end for her as to what will happen to her.
I found Peter's body there. They got him, but he left you a letter. I'm sorry.
I have to get back to work. God knows there's plenty to do.
Erin.
What, Jacob?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
And what do you want me to do about it? Weep for him in front of you? Believe me, I have plenty of sleepless nights in my future. But excuse me if I'm not going to make a spectacle of myself in front of everyone. I want to be left alone now.
Erin. Erin died in that shelter. She believed that her work was helping win the war, and she was right. I hope now she can finally rest.
Yes. that's going to be the unfortunate and the whole saddening type of ending result as to what will happen to Erin here if you tell her the truth. That's going to persuade her to stay, and that's going to be the terrible result. She gets killed, and the whole Skynet type of invasion attack in this shelter here, and it's going to inevitably happen. So, to change things for the better, especially in the future Jacob's perspective, let's change her history for the better. Let's put right that once went wrong for her. And this is going to get her high hopes up for nothing. But this way, once again, we're going to put right that once went wrong. Once we say to her this.
Your husband left for Mexico.
What are you talking about?
I found this letter in your house. It's from Peter. It says that he's heading there to look for you.
He couldn't find me when I was right under his nose. How's he gonna find me in Mexico? What a sweet fool.
You should go look for him.
You're right. I have to find him before he hurts himself. Baron's not gonna like that, but she never scared me. Thank you for finding him for me, Jacob.
Congratulations, everyone. You just managed to successfully change history for the better. Okay, so I'm gonna try and see. Oh, geez, collided into these two T-1000 lookalikes. Anyway, I'm gonna try and see if I can look at something. So, Alvin, the Terminator infiltrator, that looks human, but it's not. And what do we have here, ladies and gentlemen? The Terminator's CPU neural net processment, or the neural net processor, that learning computer chip. Now, the whole questionable part is, like, is this chip any different? And, it's also about the whole part, the way that some of these type of tech guys, they put a lot of emphatic, type of attention upon this chip here. Now, the whole questionable part is, like, why is this chip so incredibly beyond vital? What's so important about this damn chip? That's actually a very good question. If anything, here's the answer from Dr. Mack himself.
Is it any different? Of course it is! Its CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer. It's been updated to incorporate infiltrating techniques. Thus, its processing power exceeds any other chip. This could be exactly what we need to win this war, Jacob.
So pretty much, this chip, you will need to steal it. And why is that? Well, according to the whole helpful guide, the future Jacob, which is the stranger.
Do you know anything about a CPU that Mack wants me to steal? I do. If hacked, we could take over an infiltrator. Dr. Mack is capable of doing that. I'm not so sure if Alvin can. I think you should steal it.
Now, the thing is, if you do try to take this chip here, while this guy here, Alvin, is in the room with you.
Don't touch that. That's how things get lost.
Evidently, it won't be that easy for you just up and
Don't touch that. That's how things get lost.
up and scoff, or rather up and just swoop that ship and take off with it or anything like that. No, clearly as it is, it's not going to be easy at all with him in the room with you, with Jacob. But, you know something? That's okay. That's not really a big deal at all, really. And why do I say that simple? Well, there is another way Jacob can steal this. I'm sure all of you still remember, you know, that boombox that you ended up getting for Ryan?
Better be worth it, Ryan.
Yeah, about that part. Let's just leave the room for just a brief little moment here. Here is a so-called, you know, a very cunning, diverted, tactful way to, you know, grab and very swiftly steal the chip.
God damn it! I thought I told you, I can't work with so much noise. I need absolute silence, so please stop that.
Congratulations, everyone.
I swear I should just join Skynet!
You just managed to change another part of that piece of the history. Well, you're technically halfway there, but I'll explain it on another separate video. There you go. There you go, everyone. You just got it. We got the chip. You're pretty much like about either quarter there or halfway there. Anyway. Well, hey, I feel pretty confident and pretty kind of stoked up. I got the chip, and you know, you're making that whole progress. You're halfway there. Everything's all nice and cool. You know what I mean?
I heard that Dr. Mack's still alive. Yeah, if I ever get my hands on him, I swear to God.
Someone's a little pissed. Alright. Now this is the part where you're going to have to report to Jessica Barron. To Commander Barron. It will. Oh, yeah, by the way, another thing I completely almost forgot to do. I forgot to grab here. It's somewhat important, but, you know, might as well just go ahead and grab this. It's this research log by that Dr. Oh, Alvin Scott. Dr. Alvin Scott? Oh, okay. I thought his last name was Alvin. No, I guess that's his first name. His last name is Scott. Okay. Okay, it's about the whole part of the T-800s or the T-150s living tissue. So, pardon me. Research log, Dr. Alvin Scott. After careful analysis, I've come to the conclusion that under a microscope, the infiltrator's skin is indistinguishable from that of a human epidermis. They have approximately the same amount of nerve endings as humans. The skin is covered with hair follicles and sweat glands are functional. For all intents and purposes, the Terminator skin could be categorized as a, quote, living tissue, end quote. it is advised that we learn more about how the skin reacts to various forms of stimuli. Perhaps the results could provide us with an idea of how to distinguish between Terminators and humans. What is even more impressive is its cardiovascular system, or should I say the vascular system. Considering the infiltrators do not possess an organic heart, that is very true, they don't, unless you're a Terminator hybrid, like that Marcus Wright guy. The pumping of the blood is carried out by a mechanical circulatory system, which is also responsible for the filtering the blood. The cell count is nearly identical to that of humans. Its blood is a form of biofluid and should be handled with care. It is imperative that we avoid contaminating the sample. Okay. So on one of my last videos, prior to going up to the actual resident place that does exist within LA, which is Hollywood Hills, I was looking at the video and I noticed that the letter was sitting on the table. My first thought was, damn it, I didn't grab that damn thing yet. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead. Okay, here we go. Commander Jessica Barron, and well, to me, it's like the really cool gameplay version of the mapping part of Los Angeles in itself. I'm pretty sure some areas on this map here seems about right. I just think, hey, this is kind of cool. Anyway. So I was going to angle the camera right here just a wee bit so we know how to do this and whatever. Okay, so before we talk to her, now I was going to mention here, now Jacob is about to report to Commander Barron here about what Mack needs and what needs to be taken, or pretty much what needs to be taken or whatever. Or what he needs to take, pretty much. As for reporting anything about that CPU chip, which we won't have to worry about that, but I still have it on. No, Jacob still has it on him. About that CPU chip for Mack, as what the stranger, the future Jacob, had already said.
Can I tell Commander Barron? No, she won't allow it. Then she will start to question you and keep you away from your missions. That cannot happen.
So as the future Jacob, the stranger himself, has already mentioned, everything has to be kept restricted and classified. Both grammatical synonyms, but I'm pretty sure you get me. All that has to be kept big time, deep, classified. Not even she can know about it. But we do need to talk to her because of the next mission he has to do. So here we go.
Huh, you're back. How was Hollywood Hills?
Crawling with Terminators.
And what about Mack? How's he? Is he compliant?
Fine, but he needs Skynet security codes if we want him to reprogram that plasma rifle.
Fair enough. Talk to Alvin about that.
Okay, I will.
Did Mack say anything else?
No, that's all he said.
Okay. Talk to Alvin about those security codes and then come back to my quarters. I'll tell them to let you in. And one more thing, talk to Ryan. That buggy's been sitting there broken for too long. See if something's going on. I got a suspicion that he's hiding something from me.
So, Ryan's got a little secret. And I'm pretty sure it's not one of those types of ridiculous, like elementary or high school type of secrets, like he's got a crush on someone or whatever the hell it may be. No, it's not one of those type of little shame, double shame type of, those kind of retarded little secrets. No, it's a different one. And yeah, she's already onto him about something. That's what we're going to explore. Oh, by the way, just let you know, prepare yourself for a so-called sex scene. Trust me, there's the reason why I said that. Okay, now before we go in there, we're not going in there just yet. We're gonna be talking to this guy right here. Yes, like I mentioned before, he's another one that we're going to be changing his history and putting right that once went wrong. He looks way too fidgety, this guy.
Hey, Jacob, what's happening?
Baron wanted me to ask about that buggy. Is there a problem?
Yeah, she's been nagging me to fix the electronics in this piece of shit for a while now. Do you think you can help me with it?
Why are you asking me? You're the mechanic.
Listen, I'm good with tools. You give me a car with a gasoline engine, I'll make it run. But this electronic shit? I don't know anything about that. Hell, most of my life, I lived without electricity.
Why not tell her?
She won't let me cherry-pick my own responsibilities, you know that. She'll throw me right out of here if she finds out. That's why I need your help. Quartermaster will give you all the parts, tell you what to do. Just think about it.
Yeah, that's Ryan's little secret right there. That's his secret right there. Pretty much like any kind of vehicle with a gasoline engine, he's got that no problem. Anything with electronics installed inside this damn thing, he literally does not have that, and that's a problem. Yeah, it's gonna bite, but anywho, now we gotta go seek out the whole quartermaster. Now this is where we go ahead and seek out those parts, but now this is gonna be one of those key little altering type of critical point in time. 1 second here, and
I'm here to pick up parts for that buggy.
Wasn't Ryan supposed to take care of that? Baron specifically asked me to keep an eye on it. Can he really fix it himself?
okay. So same thing as for Ryan, like Erin. If you help Ryan out and don't say a damn thing at all, so Ryan can stay. In relations to Skynet's invasion of wiping everyone out of this shelter here, this is once again the the ultimate deathly type of result as to what will happen to Ryan if you went with the whole, yes, I'm just collecting parts for him. So pretty much, this is what will happen.
Sure he can. I'm just the delivery guy. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Here are the parts.
What's going on?
Oh, I've got those parts.
Great. Let's get to work.
And it's done.
All right, that didn't seem that hard after all. Thanks for the help. I really appreciate what you did for me. I won't bother you no more.
Ryan. Ryan stayed in the shelter and died. He was a good man with a good heart.
Yes. Like Erin, the same thing with Ryan. He will be terminated, just like in the alternate timeline, just like in the original history. Like Erin, Ryan too will be terminated, and his corpse will be left in this shelter here. Therefore, he's dead. So once again, now this is the part right here that's going to really irritate and piss Ryan right off, because Ryan trusted you not to say anything, but in order to make sure Ryan stays alive and continues on living in a so-called alternate future, to change history for the better and to put right that once went wrong, Jacob is going to go with this option, and he's going to say this.
No, he's been lying so that Baron would let him stay.
She knew something was up all along. I'm going to report it, you know?
I know.
And this is where you turn around. And
What the fuck, Rivers? What you think would happen, huh? Baron's kicking me out. That what you wanted? I'm a dead man.
like I said, he's currently pissed in the now, but you just finished changing history and just finished putting right to allow Ryan to live, as opposed to what had gone wrong, as for him having his life cut short and being killed in this shelter here. Alright. So, once again, you managed to successfully change history for the better. Well, you know something? I personally am pleased about this. At least 2 people now are either going to be leaving or already have left, and you already put right that once went wrong, and they're going to be fine. Unfortunately for Jacob, the only difference is that for the character of Dr. Sam Beckett from Quantum Leap, now he would be able to leap out by now. Jacob Rivers, or I should say Sergeant Jacob Rivers, he can't leap, but he will be using a time machine inevitably.
Alvin! Huh?
Okay, here we go with this guy.
You know what? I'm actually jealous of Mack. He's out there alone. No one's bothering him. If I had those working conditions, I would be just as successful as him.
He told me that I'll need some sort of a device to download Skynet security codes from an HK. Do you have it?
Yes, about that. Do you remember that day in downtown? I do. It was very traumatic. And because of that, I may have forgotten to bring back some things.
Including that device.
And the quantum battery which powers it. You won't be able to use it without it.
So I guess I'm off downtown.
Yes, you do that.
Congratulations. That's your next mission. Say, can I talk to him again?
Hey, Alvin, could you keep it down? I'm working with highly sensitive instruments here.
I don't really care. So, I was just going to mention, okay, so that area which Alvin is talking about, I'm sure all of you remember this one area where Jacob was battling those machines head on.
Reinforcements behind their backs. Now they're between a rock and a hard place.
All right, we need to reach our guys. Let's clear the way. Keep moving.
Rocket! Fire! This way! It's just beyond that overpass!
And during that heated battle, you needed to rescue Dr. Alvin Scott out there, which is this guy right here.
Alvin! Oh my god, I'm actually glad to see you.
What happened here? Why are the defense systems not working?
They are working, but their target filtering has been reset to non-hostile. One of Baron's messengers came with the order to temporarily change it, so I did.
Baron's messengers.
We need to leave now.
Yes, let's do that. I'm all for that.
Are you all right? We need to move.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Escort secured.
Yep. That area. And that is the area that Dr. Alvin Scott, this guy right here, was talking about, and that is literally the same area. Jacob is going back there. Now the only differences between like that new mission that you'll be going on to is that when it was broad daylight and during that type of that whole mission where you know, Jacob had to go and rescue Alvin, this guy right here, and had to figure out why the whole you know, TechCom defense grid was down or reset or something like that. Well, that was during the whole broad daylight where Jacob was, like, you know, battling, was pretty much battling those various forms of Terminator machines head on, like a full frontal attack. The only difference with that is that now it's going to be at nighttime, and instead of pulling the whole Call of Duty style where you're going to be battling those Terminator machines head on, now it's going to be more like a Metal Gear Solid type of style, and you're going to be like Solid Snake and infiltrate around to get all of your mission objectives done. That's the whole that is the whole differences right there. And that's the same mission where you need to get that whole code reader and the special codes. So having said that, that's going to also imply that once you do get that code reader and like, you know, that whole special equipment, which is the code reader, and like for Mac, you'll also need to get the special codes. Of course, we already know about that for Mac. Now, how you're going to get that you'll need to gain access from an HK. No. Wrong HK model. What I mean by the whole getting the special codes from an HK, no, not an HK aerial. More like
Nice shot. Now get the cover until it returns to the scanning routine. Watch out! Drone's approaching. It's done! Quick, get behind it! That's it! Now hide. Bad news. My sensors are picking up an aerial transporter in your vicinity.
yes, from an HK tank. A hunter-killer tank. You will have to battle your way from that whole so-called boss fight to take down and destroy a hunter-killer tank. That HK tank. You'll have to destroy it in order to gain that special codes for Dr. Edwin Mack. Bring it back to him, and he can decode it, and you'll be able to not only use that plasma weapons against Skynet, and you can also take care of that that CPU neural net processing chip, that Terminator chip. That Mac will be able to, that Dr. Mack will be able to take care of. Okay, so I'm thinking that now pretty much covers all the information that I just finished exposing. So now, since I'm done with Dr. Alvin Scott, now time to go see Commander Barron.
I forgot. What was I supposed to bring?
You know what? You're lucky. No one will ever mistake you for a machine.
What do you mean?
Exactly.
That was kind of funny. Okay. Oh yeah. Request form. Request form. April 13th, 2026. That was roughly about 3 years ago. Field Commander Jessica Barron. Pattern rose. Color no. Position on body chest. Comments from the requester. I have no idea what that's about. But, okay, sure. And what is she watching on TV? Huh, looks like crap. Literally. Have a quick little look at something here, because I'm wondering if there's any type of hidden little something that I need to look at. Probably not. Oh! Well, I could probably trade those in or get commission out of it or something. I kind of figured there was kind of something there, but wasn't entirely too sure. Okay. Wonder if we can open this up. Well, what the hell, hey? Okay, so... Oh, I'm not gonna enjoy this. Well, wow, huh. All this time I thought it was gonna be more difficult than it is. Well, nice to know it wasn't. Okay, well, I've pretty much now searched through what the hell I was looking for here. There's Erin, there's Max. I don't think I'm gonna see... No, I'm not gonna see Patrick. I'm sure not until later on. You know something? Hold on.
Do you need anything?
Can I see your hardware?
Alright. And here I was looking for more purple plasma, which I don't see it. I think that's odd. I guess I'll have to be kind of a little sparing with this then. It's like, damn it. Okay. Alright. Time to get some business done.
Those look like 5s to you?
Ryan said they were.
Well, here goes nothing. Yep, those were definitely not 5s.
That was kind of funny. Well, hope he doesn't so-called blow a fuse. Yeah,
Commander's waiting for you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I know, a bit of a bad joke, but whatever. Authorized personnel only.
Commander.
Welcome to the luxury part of the shelter.
And considering the fact she still has that terrible grudge against Dr. Edwin Mack about, what happened, what happened about Perry's death and so on, let's just say that, well, Sergeant Jacob Rivers is not exactly Agent 47 from the Hitman games, but Baron is going to want Jacob to become a hitman, as she has a little so-called specialized little commission to give to him to get the job done.
I fucking hate living underground. But hopefully we won't have to much longer. Thanks to people like us, this war will end soon. You proved that you'll do whatever it takes, no matter the cost. And so will I. Don't think your efforts go unnoticed. You know, I killed a man long before I killed my first machine. And was hurt by a man long before machines hurt me. Apart from plasma burns, I've got man-made scars underneath these tattoos I will never forget. In the good days, they don't hurt. And I feel like this world is worth fighting for. On the bad days, they make me want to quit. Give up and run like everyone else. But we're so close. Skynet's almost finished. So you can understand I can't run. I need your help, Jacob. I need you to get rid of Mack. He's unpredictable. He sabotaged our mission and killed our men before. I cannot let it happen again. I need you to kill him as soon as he reprograms that rifle. You look shocked. But I think I can find a way to persuade you. If you're into it, that is.
Like I said, this is the, quote, commission, end quote, that Commander Baron here is willing to pay Jacob. So, in other words, Jacob is about to be promoted temporarily for this round from Sergeant Jacob Rivers to private side guy. And I'm pretty sure that Commander Baron is not going to be so-called Jacob's side chick for very long anyways. So let's go ahead and let those two have a little bit of some fun.
I am.
That's what I thought. It needs to be done, Jacob. It needs to be done.
Commander,
Dismissed. Close the door behind you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jacob's commission to get to go ahead and get the job done. Wow, that's, well, how else am I supposed to kind of describe it? A rose for Jessica. I just got back from Pasadena. I found something special, something I thought I'd never see again. A wild rose. It was brightest red with prickly green thorns. Can you even imagine something growing and living in that wasteland? It made me realize that this earth can still produce such beauties. I didn't want to pick it because it was so precious. It made me think of you because, well, sorry, made me think of you. Beautiful and wild. Yeah, that kind of describes her. I want you to see it. It'll remind you of our reason for fighting, because sometimes I feel that you forget. When you get back from your mission, find me. I'll take you there. Love, Perry. Sorry to hear about that. Okay, let's see how far I can go with this. Excellent. Yeah, Jacob got lucky, but you gotta also look at it this way. It's not he's going to literally carry out that order, or yeah, it's not he's gonna so-called carry out that order. No, he won't. He'll just keep. There we go. Keep the so-called feel-good commission. All right.
Do you need anything?
Can I see your hardware?
I'm just gonna quickly get rid of it, so whatever. Excellent. So, damn, what the hell? There we go. I was gonna say, so there we go. Already managed to get that the violet / purple type of plasma, Skynet plasma V96, and inevitably, Jacob is going to get something far more advanced on this whole plasma minigun. It'll be that plasma violet or plasma purple, not red, but that won't be for a while yet. Pardon me. And I'm thinking that's just pretty much about it. He's just gonna be using these two from time to time. There's mostly just gonna be shooting, not much sniping, and not much using that type of laser guided missile, unless against those two separate type of HK type of assault vehicles, like such as the HK aerial and the HK tank. Okay. Guys, I'll see you all back again. Unfortunately, for the last time. So, pretty much, Dr. Alvin Scott lost the code reader during the attack on downtown. I need to infiltrate the enemy territory and get it back. Only then will I be able to connect to an HK unit and download Skynet security codes. Ooh, really nice and cool.
I'm here.
Good. I marked the location of Mack's code reader and the battery pack on your map. Let me know when you find them.
I'm sure all this looks familiar. There we go here. And I'm just gonna put a halt to things right here for now until I do get the next video up and going for the whole continuation of things. So everyone, thank you very much once again, as always usual, for tuning into my channel. Once again here, this is Mac. Please, by all means, as always, do be sure to hit that subscribe button, that notification button, and the like button. If you have any comments or questions in relation to this, by all means, go ahead and store it in the comment section. And we are getting fairly close to, as for the whole continuation of this mission and towards the end. So keep up with the pace here, just keep up with the progress of this gameplay, and stay tuned for the next round.